Hello everybody, Ben the Pat Tester here. Cater and Pat Testing is the channel. Video today about how to test these audio-visual racks. They blow some people's minds and they look at them and they think, oh my god, what have I got myself into? Don't panic, I'm going to help you get through it. But before I do that, while you're having a look at this lovely audio-visual rack here, it's quite neat and tidy, can I ask you a favour? At the very least, could you subscribe to my channel? But I've now got the option that you can join as a member, and being part of a member, it just helps me for a very small fee that you pay. It helps me get some better quality videos out to you, and then you also will be getting some member only content as well, and that member only content is going to be coming out later this week, so it'll be videos especially for members. So if you could join to my channel, it would be most grateful. There's a little join button in the channel homepage. So these audio-visual racks, you get them in schools, universities, things like that, and they've got like a display screen on the top, and then they'll be connected to a PC underneath and an amplifier for music and speakers. And you might open one up and think, oh my god, look at all this cable, where do I start? Well, the easiest way is don't panic. Break it down into little sections. So you've got a monitor up there, you've got a PC here, both of which class 1 appliance. You've got an amplifier here, which is class 1 appliance. You've got some AC adapters and a network switch there. That one, don't be fooled by that one. That is a class 1 appliance. You can get an earth off of the metal sockets in there. Don't confuse them with these all plastic encased. They look the same, but you will get an earth off of that. So that is a class 1 appliance. And then you might have a kind of an extension lead type rack here, surge protection device with lots of cables. So the biggest difficulty you'll find with these is you can see where the cables are going in, but you can see then they'll all be neatly, or usually they're all neatly cable tied, and it looks great. But what the audiovisual companies tend not to do is leave you much slack on the cables. So where the cables are going up into there, you'll probably find that you've got no slack to play with at all. So it's always best just to keep a spare IEC extension cable in your bag, in your toolkit, or an IEC extension, male to female, or one with a 13 amp plug, and then you can extend the ends down to where the plugs are down here. And what you'll also find on these audio-visual racks is a lot of the cables that are put in are bespoke, they're handmade, so they would have hand wired the plug bespoke to this rack. So you always want to be checking that they haven't just popped in a 13 amp fuse on everything. Check the thickness of the cable and check that the fuse is appropriate on these, because these ones have definitely been handmade, yeah, depending what the appliance is plugged into. And then you can go through the rack like this amplifier. It might look a bit mind-boggling and confusing, but it's just a class 1 appliance, and it's got an IEC cable over there, so you just test as an IEC. A standard PC here, so nice and simple. And you've got a monitor up there, so you can test it nice and simple. Now what you also might find is what we've got behind me here is then a separate power cable goes off into the wall here, and then we'll go off to a display screen on the wall. So there might be times where you can't physically, if there's a big long IEC cable running up through the wall, it might be physically impossible for you to plug one end of this into your machine and the IEC that goes off up into the wall somewhere, stuck behind a telly on the wall. It might be physically impossible to test it through your machine, so it might be that you just have to do a visual inspection only where possible. Yeah, and then just remember these network boxes, you'll see them quite common now, not just in audio-visual racks, but for CCTV systems and things like that. Whereas these all plastic enclosures are visual only inspection, these ones are a visual inspection, and then you also need to do a class 1 test. If you pop your earth probe onto those metal Cat 5 sockets there, you will get an earth reading, so it is classed as a Class 1 test. So I hope that helps. Yeah, don't be baffled by all these. If you just work through them systematically and slowly and easily, you'll actually find out that they're actually a lot easier to test than they appear at first glance. So thanks for watching. Yeah, don't forget to just join my channel as a member. There's membership prices starting from 99p, and this will help me just get out some better content for you all. Thank you for all the comments that you give me. It really is nice to hear from you all, and I'm glad that the videos are helping you. So I'll see you next time, and there will be a member only video for people who have signed up already later on this week. Thanks for watching.